did you want to talk about Betr in the bar? Actually, that's the perfect place to talk about Betr.
Oh, Betr. Right.
So we are actually going to be talking about a different Betr man now.
I kind of literally see myself as a big star.
No, not that Betr man.
Who then?
The man who owns Betr.
Isn't that what Hot Tour Girl's on?
Yes.
Okay,
Betr
I do know it. Okay.
is Jake Paul's podcasting network.
Do you want me to turn off the beer music? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
And it is run.
Yeah, dude.
It is the same network that runs the Hot Tour podcast. You're right.
What, Talk to her?
Talk Tour, yeah. Thank you. And Betr is
Put some respect on the name.
So Betr is a sports betting app.
Oh, great.
And
Nothing ever goes wrong with them.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely nothing shady is going to happen if you get involved with a sports betting app. Trust me, bro. And so this is Betr's Australian launch.
Oh,
Betr
wow. Okay.
has finally made it to Australia. And so
Wow.
I thought this would be an interesting segment because Jake Paul is very much known for his persona in America. And I think Betr as an app, but Betr as an app in America has a very specific vibe that they're going for and a specific way of marketing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they lean into being like Jake Paul's part of thing, but I think he does sort of promote it. This ad, however, is very, very tailored to the Australian market in a way that I find really funny. And there's kind of a twist at the end that I think you'll see coming, but
do you think it's American actors
viewers
in the
No,
app?
I think this is well, that's a good question, but I think it's probably Australian actors.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a twist at the end of the ad that I think you'll see coming, but the international viewers may not understand and will explain as we get to the end of the clip.
I haven't seen this, so cool.
Let's do this.
If you love sport, the sound of the opening siren, the smell of the turf, the sight of the crowd rising to their feet, and the way it makes you feel alive when the result is on the line,
Yeah.
Amazing.
then you'll love the new Betr app. It's the fastest and easiest betting app in Australia. That's Betr.
What are you really gambling with?
Right, yeah. That's legally they have to do that, don't they?
Yeah, so in Australia, legally, as a matter of regulation, they have to put this, not specifically this one, although this is what I find interesting, right? So the other two versions of this ad are basically just the same, but slightly shorter. We can play them now. This is the short version, and we can just basically play it.
This Melbourne
If you
concept.
love racing,
Yeah.
the sound of the barriers, the smell of the turf, the sight of the crowd rising as they turn for home, then you'll love the new Betr app.
So what's this
What a weird pivot. Like,
what's this got to do with podcasts?
that I don't really understand. And I was wondering, when the Betr app arrives in Australia, is it launching with the Talk Tour podcast on the app?
Maybe it's just a sponsor.
Do Australia get... No, I'm pretty sure it's the Betr podcasting network that Talk Tour is on.
Well,
And
we have the Optus Stadium. Doesn't mean they control any of it.
I don't know. Betr seems to be involved in sports gambling. That's the main thing. And we have a lot of sports gambling websites and apps here in Australia already. It's quite an established market. So maybe that's why they took longer to launch here, because we have a lot of competition in that space, which is obviously why they have those like regulations, that you have to put at the end of the ad. But yeah, I think Betr in the Australian context is probably just going to be a sports betting app. Maybe it'll like promote or sponsor podcasts. If we took sponsors, this is the kind of app that would come
Whoa,
to
didn't
us.
you say we're not doing that, Dan?
No, I'm not going to, but I'm saying
That
they
was
would
from the
reach...
horse's mouth.
They
you
would
said
reach
you
out...
weren't doing it.
And you know why?
What's
It's because the
going on?
people that would reach out to us is fuckers like these sports betting apps. I don't want to advertise that shit.
That's okay. Can I just say, I'm going to get so much shit for this. I don't care, all right? I'm gonna. People hate our show for some reason. I don't know why. It hurts my feelings. But this is so scummy. fuck, this is scum of the earth. You can't deny it.
Oh, just
It's
like
to make
sports
money
betting
and,
as a business.
There's nothing wrong with betting. It's like there's nothing wrong with maybe like
there's something crazy about putting it on your phone as well, like always with you permanently.
Yes.
At least the blokes who are addicted to gambling, doing the pokies or the horses at the races, they have to physically go. But like now it's like portable, gambling addiction everywhere you go.
That's the thing. It's like there's no way to butter this. It's just bad. Like it's just
basically just bad.
I know everyone has their vices. Like hell, I have my vices too. But it's like
well, thankfully,
everything in moderation's okay. But this is just like so shady and
it's so outrageous.
Are you really going to trust that fuck Jake Paul?
Yeah,
Why would you trust him?
I trust that guy to with my money when I'm wanting to bet on sports. Like, come on, guys.
What a scummy thing to do.
Thankfully, the Australian government does steer the end of this ad in a certain direction.
That's better.
What are you really gambling with?
I love the way
play it on the radio as well. Those
and it has to have that on the end of a radio ad too. It has to say. So, okay, what I noticed, there's a couple of different versions of the end screen. I think one of them is, what are you gambling with? There's one that's like, what is it really worth or something? There's one that's like, you always lose eventually or something like that.
Yes.
But I noticed that all of these Betr ads have this same one. So I think they looked at all of the different potential end screens and they were like, this is the one that's like the least jarring. So we're going to use this one. Just a theory.
Yeah, I've never really been a big gambler because I think I learned very quickly I'm not very good at it. So
you can't be persuaded by one final advert.
I doubt it, but fire away.
If you love sport, the sound of the siren, the smell of the turf, and the way it makes you feel alive when the result's on the line, then you'll love the new Betr app. That's
right. So
better.
That's
what are you really gambling with?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great, Jake. You're such an inspiration to us.
I think part of what actually kind of I don't like about it too is it's leaning super hard into like way of life shit. Like, and it's almost implying that like sports gambling is just another pillar in like Australian public life. It's like, my God, guys.
You can love sport without betting,
Absolutely. And a lot of the other sports betting apps, if Betr wants any tips, a lot of the other sports betting apps, they advertise that the fact they have like a community where other punters can talk to each other.
Be with your mates and
that
bet on the same
that
things.
Doesn't seem to be here, at least on launch, but
it's terrible.
It is terrible, but that's the thing. They make it like this weird social thing. Let's all get addicted to gambling together. It's crazy, man. It's fucking wild.
No, everyone has their advice. It's like if you like you're on a night out and you happen to have a few ciggies, I don't know. It's like that's all right, but as long as you're not like smoking every day, I suppose it's not bad. It's that kind of thing. It's like if you're betting once in a blue moon.
Oh no, I'm sure that there are people who do like a little bit of
that's that saying. It's like
casual, friendly sports betting.
Bet how much you're like willing to lose.
Sure, I think that's fair.
I haven't gambled since I went to the Crown Casino in Perth and I got $100 bonus and I just spunked it all. Like it was gone in like 5 minutes. I was like, well, that's just stupid.
Oof,
I haven't been back since. Not a good gambler.
That's the thing too. It's like you can go to the casino, you're allowed to go have a good time, and if that's, I guess, how you do it with the sports betting on the app. But I don't like that it's
odd, yeah.
It's very much reliant. Like you think about an app's point is to have like daily users and all this stuff. Like their business model, the point of their existence is to get people coming back and like repeatedly gambling on these fucking
Jake be like
AFL games, man.
Yeah, they should have done a Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
That's what I also thought it was funny. Like
the fight.
They're not leaning into Jake's association. I thought they would use him maybe as a spokesperson.
Did he create it or did he?
He owns it.
He owns it, right?
But I don't know. He might not have created it. He might have.
Could he make himself any worse?
No, I guess
I know
not.
people.
He saw Logan doing lunch lane. He was like, "Let me fucking take you on."
Those pool bros are the biggest scumbags in there. I know people are gonna get so mad saying that because like
they're having a worse guy
defend
off.
gambling so much, but it's like I don't know. It's just you got to ask yourself: these people who are running this shit, like, they don't give a shit about you. They just want to
look. When we're talking about gambling, like, there's no hate or no shame on people who gamble or even people who are gambling addicts. The hate is to the people that are like willingly and happily profiting off of an industry that is literally built on people's addictions, and in a lot of cases people ruining their lives. Like, that's the business model. It's like, if our customers ruin their lives enough, maybe they'll invest their mortgage into our bank gambling app, you know?
I've considered
crazy.
Like, because the only sport I watch is cricket, and I have sometimes considered doing it, but I think what I don't want to take away is I don't want each game to be like, oh, this could be a way for me to win money. You know, I don't. It's like, will that take away the fun of me?
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoying the only sport I watch, like, will that take away the fun if I'll be watching the whole game, like, and if they're losing, I'll be getting like angry and upset because I'm losing money, and then it's like, and if they win, it's like it gives you that high of like, well, this is great, I can do this every time, and it's like, it doesn't happen every time, and I don't know. It's just not a path I want to go down personally.
No, it's a slippery slope, and I guess that's why it's so dangerous, you know, and that's why it sucks to.
And of course, that's why Jake Paul is a part of it.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now, folks.
What else? How else was it gonna go, folks?
What a scumbag, honestly.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I've never liked those guys. They're just
the Pauls.
Yeah, the Pauls. I mean, they're just such.
Sorry,
they're just
the Pauls.
such losers, bro. Like, who likes these clowns? They
Do not come.
I won't, Kamala.
That's me too.
Kamala,
Kamala.
Is it Kamala or Kamala?
Kind of a mix. Kamala. Yeah.
Kamala.
Believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. I know we've got a lot of American viewers.
Yeah. Maybe y'all can explain it to us.
Yeah, Jimmy.
How to pronounce it.
Fuck Jimmy, fuck Dre, fuck you.
Hey, easy with that shit.
Hey, I tell Jimmy.
Jimmy, I love you so much.
Yeah, I tell Jimmy that every day. I showed Jimmy our views, and I was like, come back on, homie. We're doing good. Watch this one get 0 views.
I have more faith, my friend.
No, I do.
You know, anything could happen.